Welcome to Las Películas Sábados Gigantes at the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
Woo!
That's right.
Yeah.
The shitlords of cinematic scrutiny.
Hurrah.
Yay. We convene to watch movies and then talk shit about them, and sometimes write about them. Coming up for the website filmstain.com.
And every now and then praise them.
Yes, occasionally. And we are here today. This is actually sort of it's a first for a second for us. This is a sort of a rebuttal podcast. Turn your mic off and you can move it as much as you want. This is a rebuttal podcast. We did the Harry Potter Octology a week or so, 2 weeks ago, and we did talk about it afterwards, but there was only a couple of us, and we received some complaints. In terms of not complaints.
Hella complaints.
Yeah, because
From the one who ducked out the earliest?
it turns out. Wait,
It was my birthday. I could sleep if I want to.
but she
No,
was,
you can
she-
cry if
but
you
she-
want
But
to.
she was the only other one that was here at the beginning, though.
Yeah. In your face.
But so yes, apparently because the three of us that did the Sleepy Potter cast did not know so much about the books, and we weren't, or at least we weren't the biggest fans of the franchise. It felt that it was expressed that we sort of lacked certain insights that might have rounded out the podcast.
Isn't that partially the film's fault, though? Because you shouldn't need a companion piece to enjoy
100%. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. But that's what we're here to talk about today. So,
I'm just saying I think this will be a better podcast for the fans.
It probably
and
will.
for fans of Harry Potter.
It probably will. So this is our first ever rebuttal cast.
But you guys did do a great job on that podcast.
Thanks.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
None
We
of you were
appreciate that.
sleeping, which was
Yeah.
welcomed.
Yeah, I've only fallen asleep during one podcast we've ever done.
Yeah.
It was a rough one. Okay, so let's just do introductions then, clockwise starting with me. I'm Ed.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm Purple Condi.
I'm Raul.
I'm Chris.
All right. So I'm not exactly sure how we should start this. I don't know that we should bother with 3 minutes, 3 words, as we kind of tried to. Oh my God, Condi,
Underberg.
you're absolutely right,
Wow,
dude.
I don't... Man.
Underfudge.
Just man.
Our traditional Underberg getting going.
Underberg, when you don't want to poop.
It is.
Or purge.
Or is it when you do want to poop?
I
think you don't.
No,
I
I
think it's when you don't want to purge.
When you want
I
to poop
think
at the right
that's it.
time.
No, it's when you don't want to purge. I think
you don't want to purge.
I don't. I don't know that this has any sort of constipatory properties. I will say, in Underberg's defense, I do not know.
But isn't it for
It's for settling the digestive system.
Underberg for your keister?
Yes, for your second round to the buffet.
Underberg between the cheeks.
For yes.
Ew.
Yes,
Am
there
I
we
even
go.
like warmer?
I think so. Well, could you be warmer than between
Dude,
the
I-
cheeks?
Yeah, no,
I don't know. It sounds like he wants an Underberg enema.
I want some underfudge. Is what I'm
Well,
talking
you know
about.
what? Hey, well, you know what? You can get fucked up that way. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I think let's just find an alcohol or a recipe that calls for alcohol. A brownie recipe that calls for alcohol.
And just use
and
Underberg.
use Underberg instead.
Such a good idea.
Stay tuned
Then
for
we'll
that
have it.
Cinemarijuana Theatre exclusive
Right.
that's coming down the pike. And I would like to say too, we're getting up there in these caps.
Cinemarijuana coming out of the pipe.
Put that in your pipe.
The truck will be ours before too long.
I love that he's our hype man.
Yeah, and Underberg's hype man too. All right, so cheers.
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 Oh, we, oh, we, oh.
Delicious.
Shit.
It's like the kind
That's
Mama
what-
used to make.
That's what Robbie Coltrane said in Blackadder's Christmas Carol. Delicious.
I would have also
They didn't know the beauty of Underberg.
They did not. Their loss. Our
I'm
gain.
warm now.
Absolutely. All right. So, once again, now 3 minutes, 3 words seems like a moot point. As Kenzie and Condi were already fans, so it's safe to say they enjoy these films. I'm certain that they like some better than others, but
I enjoy them to a point.
do we want to spend? Well, okay. Well, let's do this then. Why don't we give? And Chris, you guys didn't get 3 minutes, 3 words. So why don't we do 3 minutes, 3 words with Kenzie, Condi, and Chris,
Shit. Okay.
and then
Nose goes.
okay.
5 minutes, 5 words.
Okay, actually, Kenzie, before you go, though, cinematic slam piece?
Oh, for sure. You know, Definitely Harry. I like Harry. He's pretty sassy.
Right.
And Daniel Radcliffe in real life, I have a crush on. So, yeah. Also, Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy.
Yes.
It's pretty hot.
Who looks kind of like that Milo guy.
Oh, yeah, he way does.
Yeah. Do you think that's...
Dude, I thought you would want to get, like, spit roasted with the twins.
I expected the Edward Cullen pick, personally.
Oh, no. No, I hate him. I know
that's
he's weird
before
looking.
he blossomed. You know?
No, even after he blossomed. I think that guy's weird looking.
He's too sad.
Yeah.
He's
But
bummed. No, I thought you liked those emo guys, though. Aren't all those emo band guys? Aren't those Fueled by Ramen guys bummed?
they're hot. Yeah. They wear eyeliner, so you know they're sad inside.
That's what I'm saying.
wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So no Thunderpants, huh?
Who's Thunderpants?
The ginger, Weasley,
no,
Ronnie Weasley.
none of the genders.
What about
Thunderpants?
What about Evil Weasley?
No.
What about Dark Weasley?
I'm going to say a hard pass on all the Weasleys.
Even the older one from the
Yes,
Huxley movie?
all of them.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So, female slam pieces.
Well, okay.
I was going to ask Ed, but, you know, I'm going to get your
girls
opinion.
Actually, it's funny because that's like the first question when we
Oh, yeah,
spoke
it
about
was.
it the next day, because she had gone to bed before it was finished. So the next day when we talked about it, the first question she asked me is like in
Which
what order
girl?
would you bang?
Yeah.
That's like we're talking about it in the last movie, right? Like not the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead.
Oh, well, because I think, also asked me the same question the same day, and I think I made up, like, a fuck, marry, kill to, like, make it easier. And it was, like, marry Hermione, fuck Luna, but, like, on a regular basis, like, dating.
Oh, okay.
And then kill Ginny, because she does nothing for me.
We should do a fudge, marry, kill for this.
Yeah, no, I'm into that. Totally.
Yeah.
Now, or is it limited to everybody in the Potterverse, or like?
Well, you got to pick 3, right? Or else
Well,
it's just like...
I mean, I guess I'm gonna marry Hermione. I mean, come on, dude.
Who are
She's
the 3,
perfect.
though?
Oh, well, okay. Well, okay.
I was
guess
like-
You could have the evil
I guess
Bellatrix.
the fuck and Mary are gonna be women, and the kill's gonna be a guy.
Why?
Bottom line.
No,
well, why
no.
not?
Why would it have to
Why
be?
would you do that? You got to do a fuck, marry, kill with just, like, we'll say the good side of the women.
Right. I was just thinking like that older lady in pink, and then Hermione,
Dolores.
and then you need like one more.
Okay.
One more fudgeable lady.
Okay, totally.
McGonagall.
Okay, no, totally. Okay, no, I got this. Marry Hermione. She's got all kinds of great qualities, and she can fucking do spells like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that old woman in the pink.
Oh,
What's her name? It's
What-
a good name.
Dolores Umbridge.
Yeah. Bang the
Underbridge.
shit out of her.
Yeah.
I mean, you know
She's
what
probably a
Well,
freak in
'cause
the
that's
sheets
like-
too.
just tear that shit apart.
That's
yeah,
like
she's crazy.
revenge fuck right there.
Why?
I mean, you're going to get the hardest
No, she's
one.
probably into
because
that.
she's so
you
strict
should
to
probably
you.
just pleasure her with that.
Well, you're pleasuring yourself, too.
I mean,
It's like double
Hate
make.
fuck
I
is
bet,
no
I
double
bet,
the pleasure.
I bet she can probably get busy though. I mean, she's been around the block,
I mean, it
and
is
she's
fudge.
on the evil side. So you know what? I mean, it's always these like politicians that are like the most vocal about like morals that are
Yeah,
the
they're
ones that
crazy.
get caught like
Yeah.
molesting little boys. So what I'm saying is she's all sort of one of the Republicans of the film, I guess you could say, or the ultra, or rather the Christian conservatives of the film, rather not than Republicans, but. So I'll bet she can get fucking busy, dude.
Oh, I bet she
I would
can.
say there's a chance that many of us here couldn't even keep up.
No, strike that. Fuck this. Fuck that. Changing it. Marry Umbridge, right? She's going to die soon anyways.
Yeah.
She's rich.
Bang. Fuck Hermione that way, because I'm going to slay that pussy. So she'll be waiting in the wings for me. She'll be waiting in the wings for me
Gonna do
for
that
when
Prince Smith.
Umbridge bites it, and then kill... I don't know,
McGonagall.
either the ginger girl or probably the ginger girl, because she's kind of like wallpaper.
Ginny.
Yeah.
Yeah. She really doesn't do
Hey, man,
anything.
see, you guys aren't thinking, because I'm like Mary Tonks.
She's cute.
Which one was
Who's
that?
that?
That's the
She's
blonde.
the purple-haired
blonde.
one.
She's the one that marries
She's in the later
werewolf.
movies.
The albino.
No.
The one who changes color.
Oh yeah, from the beginning.
She's the one on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asha or whatever it is on Game of Thrones.
Right, okay.
Fuck Luna.
She's the blonde.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
her.
God,
The
the things
albino.
I would do to that woman would be illegal in like 39 states.
I love her. Actually, fun fact,
And kill Hermione.
that character, J.K. Rowling changed Luna to be more like that actress.
That's pretty rad.
That's cool.
Yeah, because she is like
That's
the
hot.
perfect
That's
embodiment of Luna Lovegood. And
And-
then, yeah.
And I'm leaving out two extremely hot chicks in that, in Cho Chang and God, I can't
She
remember
was
her
only
name.
in it for
Fleur,
like 30
Fleur
seconds.
Delacour.
She's brilliant. I
Yeah,
got
she
one
doesn't
for Kenzie.
count. What?
Your Fudge Mary Kill, Voldemort, Hagrid, and that dude from Gringotts.
What?
The Goblin.
Yeah.
Easily marry Hagrid. He's got a monster cock and he'll be
Allegedly has a mom.
You
That
don't
could be
know
the
if
human
it's
part of
proportioned.
him.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing that he's well proportioned.
You're hoping that
And
he's
you can always spit
well-proportioned.
roast with his
It
brother
would probably
Grom.
be too big.
Groppy.
Even if he was
Yeah.
proportionally small, it'd still be fucking huge.
Yeah, it would.
He's a large man.
Yeah,
So-
that guy
He's
is
yeah.
fucking.
If I wasn't attracted to him, I wouldn't have to have sex with him anyways, because it just wouldn't even like work.
And it seems like he'd be the kind of guy you're like, no, Hagrid, not tonight. Like, I'm not really. And he'd be like, okay, dear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I get you? Can
He's pretty-
Hagrid
he's
get
pretty
you something?
understanding.
Some Griffin egg tea.
Yeah,
Some
he'll
bullshit.
be. He'll be the one
Yeah.
hoofing it to the store to get you something.
Yeah.
And then I'll
That's a good
always
call.
have cool pets around. Like the little baby dragon was so cute, and then he
true.
like coughs and like his beard catches on fire. It's adorable.
Just like my beard.
So, what were the other two?
The little guy from Gringotts and Voldemort.
Oh, I guess I would fuck Voldemort. Maybe he'd buy me something.
What if Voldemort had a putty nose too?
Yeah, like you could get him a fake nose like Potato Head
or
shit
the
on.
fuzzy puss glasses.
Yeah.
You could wear those. The ones that have like the
Wooly
eyebrows
Wally?
and the nose and the
The
mustache.
marks or whatever.
Yeah, the Groucho marks.
Yeah, the goblin. I guess I would kill. So
Even though he's
All
balling
right,
out of control.
Voldemort.
those guys are pretty ugly.
So you want to fudge Voldemort for stuff, but the Gringotts elf is balling out of control.
I took a quiz that was like, it told me that I was in Slytherin, so I probably would fuck him and be on like the bad side.
Yeah.
He probably
But-
has some dark fucking pussy magic.
Yeah.
I imagine.
You might regret not marrying him.
Yeah.
Is what Chris is getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
I don't
he
know.
seems more like a he mistress though.
A
Type.
hestress?
Yeah,
He- a
he doesn't seem like
manstress.
the Marion type. He seems like the kind of,
He seems
can't
more
tie
like
him
the,
down.
he just comes and goes as he pleases.
That
type.
wild
But
pony.
he doesn't. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem like the Marion type. He seems more like the Willie Scott type.
Yeah,
Thanks, Condi.
he's a Willie Scott.
Thanks for that one.
He's a real Scott.
Okay. Okay. Well, this has been enlightening. Certainly. Hopefully, I hope at least this stimulates maybe some slash fiction out there, some Harry Potter.
Well,
I'm sure it's already
fan
been done.
or
I
slash
hope
fic.
Yeah.
that this reaches our loyal fan out there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's got to listen to it before he posts it on YouTube. Anyway,
Yeah,
So
really.
he'll hear it.
Do you think? Oh, that's my goal now, to be like made into a part of a fan fiction.
You could just do it yourself.
Oh my
If
god.
that happens, I think I'll have made it.
That's how you know.
Like made
You
it.
could have one of us do it, then it's friend fiction.
Yeah,
But that's kind of
No.
faux fiction too.
Fudge fiction.
That's-
One of
that'd
you
be
could
fudging it.
anonymously
Yeah,
write it and
fudge
put it
fiction,
out
yeah.
there.
Having
That way I
faux
think it's a
friend
fan.
fiction would totally be fudging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fudge tonight.
She needs
Yeah.
real fan fiction written about her.
Yeah. But
So,
something
well,
nice.
I think tonight alone, between you riding Hagrid's monster cock into the sunset,
there's a lot of material there.
That's gross.
yeah, I think people can really go to town on them going to town.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Yeah,
Hopefully our
Yeah,
listener.
make it dirty. Whoever writes this.
yes, you listen.
I don't
Make
think
it
there's
dirty,
any way to
but
make that
also
clean.
romantic as fuck.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
he's a romantic man.
All right, well, so I guess let's do 3 minutes, 3 words then. Now that we've got that that matter of business out of the way.
tidbit.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, it was obviously a huge deal. Man. Fucking- okay, Kenzie, go ahead and give us your 3 minutes, 3 words on all 8 of these films.
Okay. I wanted to go second, though.
Oh, you want to go second? All right.
Yeah.
Condi, you go.
Oh shit.
We have to have boy-girl balance.
Then why are you the only woman here?
Well,
She's
because
trying to balance it
every
out
other
as
I was
girl
like, get out.
doesn't want to be here.
You're disrupting our balance.
Yeah, really.
That pussy.
You're the one who said you wanted to have balance. Get out.
I'm the token female, though, but there needs to be balance
You need to be
within.
black then. to really bring some balance to this bitch.
No.
Dude, she's sounding like a Jedi
One of
master.
us go gay.
With this bringing balance and shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, but her
I'm just
metachlorine
trying to-
count is really low.
Well,
You know, the flow is just nice when it's boy, girl, boy, and then, like,
Like
Shut up, Condi. Just tell your story.
like a B-52's record.
Apparently.
Shut up, Condi, and talk.
This is what I don't get paid to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, all aid movies, they do pretty well in, trying to bring the books to life. Obviously, if you've read the books, they're not going to, you can't do everything. Like, Nearly Headless Nick is much cooler in the books than he is, like, in the actual movies.
Is that John Cleese?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the one that takes off his head. And
Yeah.
And, things like that. But I feel for the most part that it brings, the greatest aspects of the books to life. Although I will say my most hated film of the 8 is definitely The Prisoner of Azkaban, even though I get maligned all the time for that, and I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, because I think that it's kind of like the Star Trek movie thing, that it's pretty much traditionally accepted. Not that you're wrong. I'm just saying what's out there in the ether, the popular ether. That the third one is where it really gets good. And that's the third one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then, what is it? The Order of the Phoenix is probably the best one.
That's the 5th one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hopefully we'll discuss later what I was talking to you about after the films, how I feel, even though, as a whole, you're looking at Harry's part of this adventure, but he's not the main character.
Yeah, let me write that down. That's
Yeah.
right. That actually came up several times.
Yeah, I don't feel Harry's the main character, like, at all.
Okay.
It's a focus on Harry through the movies and everything, but, he's maybe like the second or maybe the third main character.
Okay.
No
All right.
way.
We'll come. This is
That's
clearly
a
going to
bunch
be a
of
heated
bull.
discussion, so we'll come back to this.
That's okay. She's entitled to her wrong opinion.
Okay. So, have you more opinion to give, or would you like to give us your 3 words? 3 words for 8 films.
For 8 films,
Give us your 24 words. Give us 3
Well,
words
I mean,
for each
I liked
film.
for the most part that they had age-appropriate people for the entire movies.
Yeah.
With the exception of Moaning Myrtle.
That was the bathroom
Yeah,
ghost.
but you couldn't tell.
No, you couldn't tell at all. I mean, unless you actually knew or looked it up like I had, I wouldn't have known that that chick is like some 40-something-year-old chick in the
Is that
bathtub with
offensive
Harry.
to younger
That's
people,
so
by the
funny.
way?
That's like the biggest deal to everybody. It was so funny
That
because
was
everybody like that because like
Well,
they
because you
mentioned
gotta
at some point
imagine-
individually and independent of one another.
What was he, like 17,
I
maybe
don't know.
18 when he was during that movie?
No, that
And-
was the second one, wasn't it?
No, the bathtub was the 5th movie.
Oh.
No, it's 4th. Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire. You're right. You're right. He's 17, 18, making that movie, maybe even 16, and you got this. You're having to have this 40-year-old chick cuddle up next to him when you have all these other age-appropriate people, and
But she
this is
looked
what you find.
age-appropriate, man.
She
And-
looked age-appropriate, but she's not.
But that's what's
and you
going
have
on
all
in the
these other
streets,
kids.
dude. That's
That's
what's
what's
going
going
on
on
in
in
the
the streets.
streets. All
This
these-
isn't fucking 21
It
Jump
does send
Street.
a
all
powerful
these teachers,
message.
all these teachers trying to
Yeah.
bang their high school students.
Squirtle
yeah,
Myrtle
no,
was a
there's-
teacher.
Yeah.
There's tons of them. I mean, there's also that guy from the Sudan or whatever is like 30 years old playing high school basketball.
Well, maybe he just failed a bunch of classes.
Maybe.
I'd be so down with a sex ghost, though.
Right?
Yeah,
She
I know.
was
I know.
right.
Every time it comes out, like in that, what's that movie, The Entity, and she's
And
like,
Ghostbusters?
I was raped by the ghost, and I'm just like, man, I would love that.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Dude, what if they get
the
attached
entity.
to you?
Well, and
What
what?
if the
And
ghost
then,
gets
and then
obsessed?
continue to
Then
fuck
they
me?
can
No,
Nah,
that
fuck
just
your
follows
life.
you around.
And what?
Well,
fucks me?
Fucks with you?
You
It'll
hope
fuck with
that
your
they're
TV and stuff.
Well, I'm not talking about that.
you hope they're
I was talking
only
about
bound
Squirt
to
and
that
Myrtle.
house that you're in, 'cause then you can just move out.
What if it's an item? What if it's one of your items?
You leave it be.
I have a haunted Tenga.
You go and you get a new monkey's paw or
It's
something. I don't know.
Enchanted fleshlight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Enchanted Fleshlight. Is that a Harry Potter book? Harry Potter and the Enchanted Fleshlight?
That's the new one. That's the new one they're working on.
Unauthorized autobiography.
I can't think of any words. I guess I'll just go with
I like that. Just a sigh.
just a
Did I
sigh.
just hear a horse
Just a
run
sigh.
by? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was-
Harry, not main character.
Okay, Harry, not protagonist.
There we go.
There we go. 3 words.
There we go.
Naughty.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Then we'll go to you, Kenzie.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away.
Now
Okay.
she's ready to go.
Actually, like, I don't know. I love these movies, and I watched the first one, and I loved it. So then I read all the books, and then I went back and finished the movies. but I never actually finished the whole series with the movies. So actually, only like a month before we did this thing, I had like rewatched all the movies. So I think that helped with this as well, because the more you watch them, the more clear things get, especially if you haven't read the movies.
Read the books.
Read the movies
Yeah,
or
read the
watched the
books,
books?
sorry. Okay, and then my favorite movie is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So the 6th one.
Pretty good one.
It's the one where he finds the textbook and it's like full of like all that.
Really? That was your favorite?
Yeah.
No shit. Wow,
That's-
that's interesting.
Yeah. But I love the first movie, and that's probably the one I've seen the most. So it's like almost a tie for first, but it's between those two. I don't know what else really.
That's it, huh?
Really, the first one?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, that's fine. It's just surprising to me. Well, it's surprising, but not surprising.
that
like, I
one's
can
like
see-
fun.
I could see you really liking that movie, but for me, it's not my most hated movie, but it is the worst movie out of the bunch because
No
everything's
way.
just getting started. They do a pretty good job with what they got. Obviously, the kids aren't the greatest actors at that age,
It's hilarious.
and everything's fumbling around.
I thought the first one was actually better than the second one.
The second one,
The second one just seems like a really confusing second trip to
I
the well.
right,
completely
and I
agree.
think the book itself and the second book wasn't nearly as good as the first one either.
That basilisk is
It-
rad, though.
But you think the second
Mm-hmm.
movie was still better than the first movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you think the first movie is the second best.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Like, the first two movies just feel like capers. Like, the Hardy Boys and
Right.
the Mystery at
Yeah,
Meatloaf
they
Manor
do.
or some
They-
shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it feels like that they're doing in Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Yeah.
So they're pretty
real
like, all
lighthearted.
right. But then once shit gets real, that's when the series starts popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hardy Boys too easy, Nancy Drew too hard.
Well, and
Yeah.
I think too, it's a good like if you expect sort of that your audience is going to join in young and then age with your characters, it is appropriate. that
Well,
it
and another
starts
thing
out
too,
like that,
I think with a couple of movies, and you had the jump to the third movie, they weren't expecting as many older fans as they got. Man,
Yeah, I'm sure of
there is
that.
a lot of, I don't want to say old people, but old people that are love the fucking Harry Potter stuff to a point where it's kind of creepy. And for me to say that,
Yeah, yeah. You're like the ultimate creep.
that's right,
Well, I
creeper.
see that triangle with the circle in it, right?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's a Harry Potter
Hollows.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a symbol for, like, if you're gay. Like, I thought that was the
Hilarious.
homosexual. I'm not even joking. It's just all these cards. I'm like, this is so cool. Like, everyone's so proud to be out.
Yeah.
And, like, 4 years later, I'm like, oh, it's a
No.
Harry Potter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and that's
feel
you see
dumb.
that everywhere.
That's
what
what
it
kind of wands they were talking about.
People have tattoos and shit. So I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, like, oh, you're, like, super gay.
Yeah.
And you're super proud.
I would get a Harry Potter tattoo.
You should get that one.
I probably would get that one.
I'd get a rainbow
No, I
tattoo
might get like a
around my
little
butthole.
golden snitch or something. I don't know.
Snitches
But-
get stitches. Be careful.
Yeah, good one. So I do have more to say about this.
Yeah.
You have 3 words.
No, I have more to say.
Okay.
So I haven't talked for 3
No,
minutes.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no.
No, it's
Okay.
okay.
My one complaint with the movies is for people who haven't read the books, there really isn't very good character development for certain people, like all of Harry Potter's girlfriends. I think Ginny is way more important than she is portrayed in the movies, and then his thing with Cho is like way more developed in the book.
There-
Seems like
He's
kinda
so
just drop it at the end of
angsty
each
in that
movie.
movie,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't like come across. and
There's far more important characters that they don't develop rather than those two.
In
that
the-
you
I
did.
think
the
Ginny should have
movie-
had more like.
She's Harry Potter's the one that ends up with Harry, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It was like, oh, and here's a wife. Like
Yeah.
in the movies, you know what I mean? When you get to the end and she's like there at the train station, you're like, oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Right? Like you know what I mean? Like, but in the book, I can imagine you have a lot more time to develop this shit. But in the movie, it just felt so sort of tacked
Well,
on.
in-
Like,
in all
well,
the
of course,
movies,
Harry has to have a wife.
You
so.
see it developing throughout all the movies, even in like the second one kind of
You
thing.
do, but not hardly enough
And
to notice
Cho,
if you don't already know what's
You
going
know,
on.
the books, yeah, it's a lot more developed, but it's still more of a flash in the pan thing. I mean, the characters that they didn't develop were, like the other members of the Order of the Phoenix. like Lupin and Tonks, like their relationship
Oh
alone.
yeah, like
the
I
Potter
love
Avengers.
Lupin
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
book.
like you, of course, you don't know, not having read the books, that they have a kid together, and then when Harry's kid is going to school, you know, like he goes to school with Tonks and Lupin's kid, kind of thing.
But we don't need to know that because we only see that for
No,
10
you don't.
seconds.
No, yeah, I mean, just like I don't feel that you really need to know that the whole like Cho Chang thing's, you know, super drawn out to a point of where I think they really should have cut that from the books because it kind of made it stupid.
Well,
for a
but
little
then
bit.
in cinematically, okay, because these are beefy fucking flicks. Like cinematically, if they're not like well, maybe not. Because I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to have Ginger standing there at the end, but as
So
far
racist.
as far as Chochilla goes, fucking. Shouldn't they just have cut her out of the films entirely? I mean, because
Shouldn't they have used that time to illustrate that he had a relationship going with what's her
Well,
face?
yeah, or even developing her
developing
a little
something,
more,
yeah, like-
instead of
Something with a payoff.
and
It's almost
it-
like they didn't know what they were going to do by the end of the movie.
or like they felt like, well, they want to see Harry make out with somebody.
Well,
so we've
yeah,
gotta
there's part
have
of that,
it.
and there's part of like all these movies suffer from like you can only put so much in.
Well, that's
and,
for sure.
Like I said before, I felt what they were picking and choosing to put in. I was really fine with it at first when I saw
well,
it.
you already had your turn. God damn it!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
well, we
wow.
It's
shit.
my turn.
Kenzie.
okay, all right.
Oh,
Sorry, it turned into kind of a discussion.
What are we thinking?
So let's you know.
Okay, my
Stay
3
focused.
minutes is
Your 3
Starting
minutes.
now.
Yeah.
best series ever for like the books and the movies and everything else. I just like if you have kids, make them watch it because they'll love it. And if you haven't seen it, watch it because you'll love it. Or read the books and then watch it and you'll love it. So
All right.
that's it.
Excellent. Okay, let's go take it over to Chris.
As soon as he's done.
Yeah, he's sort of in the middle of something, I guess.
Yeah, it's
At
an
the
ongoing
table.
theme for most members of the theater here.
It's sort of something we do, I guess. Oh geez. There it is. Sound effects. Excellent. Those are coming, by the way.
oh, yay, great! That's all
I know,
That's all I
yeah,
need is you
you're-
and some fucking drops.
You're super
So yeah, I'm just
excited.
gonna flip this goddamn
Shit.
table
Gonna
over
be
now.
like, for God's sakes, for God's sakes, for God's.
Another 3 minutes
I,
on this.
I don't know. I don't know if you should do that because I'm close to hit you.
Okay. All right. All right, Chris.
What can I say? I don't
Say
even know what I
everything. Say
said
everything you
last
thought
time.
during all of these movies. Compile it into 3
Say
minutes.
anything
and
your
say
Oh,
it.
I
sweet
didn't
little
say
heart
anything last
desires.
time. That's right. I went to sleep. In my mind, I podcasted last time. I guess I didn't. I noticed I was able to follow it this time. This was the first time I was able to follow really what was happening in these movies past the third one. I know I think I'd seen all of them except for the last one. So 4 and 5, though, I remember being really lost.
The last one or the last two as one?
Is it?
'Cause
I don't even.
It's the Deathly Hollows
8,
Part 1
right?
and 2.
So God damn it,
In
I
the
don't even
first
know.
one,
man.
Hermione gets tortured.
What?
What?
You guys don't
She
know
likes
that?
turtles.
No, and then
What? Why do you keep
The
pointing
In
at
the
your
first
arm?
in the first of the final 2 films, you mean?
yeah, the bad lady like carves her arm.
Gives her an Indian.
The
burn.
biggest fan, the
No.
bad
All
lady
All right,
named
you know what?
Bellatrix.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
that's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep talking. It doesn't.
Anyway,
It doesn't matter.
what?
I already talked.
I already toked.
No shit.
It is cool because I think they did a good job in this series, keeping it progressing towards a more serious and adult theme. I think they did a good job of aging the movie. I think you guys talked about it too, but that stood out to me a lot. It does go from like a kid's film, a true kids film. You know, I mean, it really is for kids. I mean, I'm sure grown-ups like it too. I mean, I liked it, but
No, the
It
first
really
one. The
is.
first
It's a
one.
children's
yeah,
series.
totally.
Dude, it went from like Goonies to Hostel.
yeah, yeah, that last one. No, don't take your kids to that. They're
There's
going to be
some
scared.
There's some dark
It's
shit.
more
Yeah.
like Die Hard for kids in the last couple.
Yeah.
They just keep shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Well, they expect you're old enough to be mature by that one.
Well,
Right.
and you know,
Jokes on them.
Hogwarts was also called Nakatomi Plaza in the books.
Mm-hmm. That's what I read.
Just totally kidding.
Yeah, I was like, wait, there's no fucking way.
So, Chris, quick
remember
question
that.
for you.
Yeah.
Do you think, after watching all these movies and experiencing it like you have, do you think this is something that could have actually happened?
I think no. And I'll tell you why.
Please.
My whole life, I have wanted to have telekinesis,
Mm-hmm.
and
me
no matter
too.
how much I try, nothing.
Really? I
So-
killed a frog with my mind the other day.
No, it didn't happen. No, I'm just kidding. Magic's not a thing, unfortunately. But what a
Damn it.
By the
so
way,
great. Wouldn't that be awesome?
that just reminded me that John, who's missing from this podcast,
Yeah.
is totally like at Harry Potter World
Yeah.
He's not
in
at there
Universal
right now.
Studios.
His
No,
pots of the
he's on his.
Harris.
He's
Well, he's
actually
flying right now,
Yeah, he's
but-
literally on his way back from that right now.
He
Yeah.
lived it.
Which is
He
He's
did.
the boy who lived.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
he is.
We're drinking butterbeer right now,
He's
so
the
we're
boy
kind of
that-
living
Well,
it.
he's on a plane though, so we might want to cross our fingers on that one. Knock on wood.
What are you
Wow,
doing?
what a dick
That is,
move.
that is hideously morbid.
Wow.
Sorry.
All
Way to
right.
bring it down.
I'm just saying there could be terrorists and
Jeez.
something.
What?
Whoa,
Whoa. You fucking muggle.
Yikes.
Hey, maybe now the government will listen to us, and we'll
I
have two
hope so.
fans.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. That's what we need.
At least we'd
That's
have
all- it's all on
listeners, man.
SoundCloud. It's all
Jesus.
followers, FBI. It's like the little
shit.
SoundCloud, like nobody logo with like a pair of sunglasses.
Federal Base
Something
Institute.
If something happened, I'd be in so much trouble.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
There are
I'd
trigger words.
dude, I'd
for
rat you
them.
out so fast. I'd be like, dude, do you
just to
want-
be a dick.
I'd be like, I can tell you where he lives. You want me to ride shotgun?
So my
Well,
three
take it
words
away.
are: could have been terrorists.
All right. Man, giving you all the need-to-know info on the Harry Potter octology here.
I think everyone's learning a lot today.
yeah, really.
Somewhere in there.
yeah,
There's a
we're
lesson to be learned.
plumbing new depths
Oh.
here today at the Cinemarijuana Theatre.
Gross.
All right, well, so you guys want to argue about this protagonist thing for a minute?
Well,
Well-
what do you want to argue about first?
Wait, who
I
are you
think there's a
saying
couple
Does
the main
anyone
brilliant
agree
characters.
with David?
Well, I don't know what he's saying. Who's the main character then?
Snape?
No.
Snape.
No, I'm
okay,
sorry.
I'm taking the story as a whole.
I feel it. I feel where you're going.
Okay.
Kind of like in Final Fantasy 12 where you have that one guy, but the other guy's the main character. Which one is that? 12? 13?
No, are you talking about 10?
No, 11, 12. It's 12. I forgot that there's the
Oh, yeah.
but the other guy's the main character
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
time. This is not like that at all.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's completely
which
not
one
like
is it?
But
12.
If there's anything you take from this podcast.
But
Final
But,
Fantasy 12.
Final
you know,
Fantasy 12.
Snape
It's
is
like Harry
absolutely the linchpin in this entire movie.
That doesn't make him a main character though.
No.
It
It's Harry.
it makes
That's
no,
like saying-
you could argue
that's
that
like
it's about
saying-
Dumbledore.
It's
Yeah,
always
that's like saying
been
Jurassic Park.
Harry.
The main character is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
no. Dumbledore couldn't do anything without Snape. He couldn't have done any of his plots or plans
Well,
or
just
anything without
because
Snape.
Snape is a necessary
I guess I
aid. I mean, not to get all sort of textbooky on you, but the sort of there are aids in the hero's journey, which I would imagine if I was to bust out my notes in this
Aids?
book, well, like supernatural aids.
Whoa.
Those
That sounds deadly.
those that aid you on your journey.
Oh.
There are if the Harry Potter story breaks down and fits the sort of that Campbell monomyth kind of ideal, there will be characters like that. That would be like arguing in Mulan that Mushu is actually the lead the protagonist,
Oh, I love Mushu.
because without Mushu, Mulan couldn't have done any of those things. But it's very clearly Mulan that's the protagonist. Now, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you because I guess it's the kind of thing that people talk about. But all I'm saying is, I don't know that him being a necessary component to Harry's success necessarily qualifies him as the protagonist.
He is
of the
Harry's
story.
success.
Well, isn't Harry's success his?
No,
own
Harry
success?
Harry had no success
'Cause
whatsoever. He's
the
like
main
Scooby Doo. He
Well-
fucking lucked into like everything, or everybody else did it for
That's
him,
'cause
and he
he's
took
magic.
the credit.
He's a magic
Well,
boy.
okay,
My
but
grandpa said I
doesn't
was.
doesn't Harry deserve credit for his own success?
He did a couple of things on his own, but he's an idiot savant, more idiot than savant.
Well, then why wasn't Snape a success on his own merits?
Snape was, but Snape stayed in the background. He didn't have to go out there and want to shine like Harry. That's why he always told Harry, you know, like, you're just like your dad. You want to be, you know, essentially the
This is
center of
starting to
attention.
sound like BS. Okay, well, I mean,
Well, had I known we were going to do Harry Potter too, I would have prepared a little bit better.
Okay, well-
before this
Well,
as
so
well.
Get ready for Harry Potter
Let's take
3.
an intermission.
Yeah, really.
because but this idea that because didn't one of you say something about that kid with
Neville.
the buck
Neville.
teeth.
Neville.
Yeah, like there's a fan theory that he's the actual focus
The
of
chosen one. No, not the focus.
Oh, okay.
But the prophecy was not about Harry, that it was about Neville. Which, by the way, I do not agree with this. It's just what some people out there have said.
Okay.
I want to make that clear.
And for the record, I'm not saying I believe in it either. I'm just saying I don't care.
Well, I think it's important. I think yeah. I think it's important for anyone.
It's a cool theory, though.
Anyone that might
It's a
listen,
cool
can
theory.
you explain just briefly the thing about the prophecy
No,
and
it's
the
not
Neville
important,
thing?
but we can hear it
Okay,
anyway.
well,
I just because if anybody's
briefly,
listening,
yeah.
because
and
if I didn't know, because if I was me listening to this, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck they're
if
talking
anyone
about.
loves Harry Potter and they're listening to this, they want me to talk about this because
Yeah,
they'll be like,
no.
oh yeah,
No,
oh yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
So because Neville and Harry are very similar in their upbringings, so Neville's parents were also killed at the same time that Harry's parents were killed.
Well,
They're not dead.
Right.
They were tortured.
They were tortured and they're in an insane asylum. They are not dead.
Okay, well, whatever.
I'm sorry,
his
Harry Potter
parents
fan.
are gone.
taken away.
Well, no, it's still the same result. His parents are gone. He lives with his grandma, whatever. And then, yeah, that's
Shut up,
basically
Condi.
it.
Quit poking
That's the
facts
only
in this.
thing. And he's obviously very brave in a way that's different.
Yeah.
In the first movie, he gets 5 points or whatever for fucking standing up to Harry when, they were trying to get past him.
You had me at 5 points for fucking.
Yeah.
Neville.
So he is also very brave.
Neville Powerbottom.
And he's
That's
always
it.
there in the background.
Yeah,
But at the end,
he is.
doesn't he do something? He's like, "Hey Harry, I'll do some wizard shit with you." Like at the very end.
I think so.
At the very end,
I
he
just remember
kills,
he comes
kills
up, he's like,
Nagini.
Shit.
Harry, what's up? I'll help you out, dude. And then Harry's like,
No,
cool.
he gives his cool
Here's
Braveheart
Tyson.
speech and then kills the snake later.
Yeah. He's like, tight. I got you, fam.
Dank.
Okay, so all right. So then, Condi, you still maintain though that Snape is really the
Out
focus.
of the larger story that's there, I maintain that Snape is the main character of the thing as a whole. Obviously, this being told from Harry's point of view, mostly that Harry is absolutely the main character in his own story. But the story of Voldemort and everything that's happening as an umbrella over everything, I feel Snape is the main character in that.
Okay.
I feel like it wouldn't be called Harry Potter and for all 7 books
Because
if he wasn't the main character.
Because it's being told from Harry's point of
It
view.
would be called
Interesting point.
not Harry Potter and it'd be
Some
called,
dude
like,
and the
Chamber of
Sorcerer's
Secrets.
Stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be
It'd be called
revealed.
Tom Riddle and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
TBD.
The last one would be called It's Always Been Snape.
It's always Snape.
Yeah,
and
well,
Tom
that's a
Hogwarts.
great way to hide what's going to happen in the thing.
Well, they're books.
Wait,
So-
wait. Are you saying that we shouldn't be spoiling things for people?
No.
he's saying
She's
if it were
saying like the
titled
book
that, it
should
would
come
be a
out like
major
it was Snape the
spoiler.
whole time.
I'm just,
yeah, it's like
I'm just emphasizing how fucking ridiculous it is that you think
see, this is what I
someone
love about
besides
like
Harry Potter is the
self-proclaimed
main
like
character
super
of fucking
fans.
Harry Potter.
I'm on board with Ken.
Harry
No,
Potter,
I mean,
Harry
that-
Potter
that's
3,
fine.
it's Snape now.
I don't care about having people disagree. I just love like the super fans that like lose their shit about like things
It's just
because
so
they don't want to
ridiculous.
see it another way. It's like
It's not
Neville
the-
can't be it. I don't agree with this, but this is just out there.
You're both equally ridiculous.
I-
This is rad.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
No,
Dude, I'm
I-
stoked
I'm in
we
the
did
eye
this.
of the shitstorm.
so ridiculous.
This
like,
is
yeah,
this is fun riling
This
her
is
up. though.
true, fan.
You're getting riled up too.
After rewatching them, Snape is the one that I was thinking about when it was all said and done. I wasn't thinking about Harry, but that doesn't mean that Harry wasn't the fucking main focus and character of every single event leading up to this point.
And like I
He
said,
made it happen.
And
He made everything else happen.
arguably, even if it wasn't Harry Potter,
No,
let's
Hermione
just fucking
made it all happen.
hypothetically, if it wasn't him, I would say it's Dumbledore more than Snape, because this is Dumbledore's plan.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
true.
like originally Dumbledore and Voldemort.
Dude,
So
Kenzie's
if
dropping
anything,
hella
there's
knowledge.
that.
You're getting a
And
knowledge be
if
cocky
not
right now,
Dumbledore,
David.
then Voldemort, because it's his thing. Snape is just this one part of this. All these other big stories.
no, everybody's moving the chess pieces around, but it's who moves around
But
the
it's
most
not
chess
his
pieces.
chessboard. It's like Harry's, and if not him, then Dumbledore, and if not him, then Voldemort.
and
the
like
whole
I said,
time
And then
Dumbledore was like,
you
"Oh,
have
that's
you
gonna
can
happen."
disagree with
you
it
can
all
even
you
argue
want.
that it's like Hermione.
Well,
like-
it's definitely Hermione more than Harry as a main character because Harry doesn't. If Hermione wasn't around, Harry's ass would have been dead a long time ago.
Harry
Well,
ass.
I've said all I can say. So
I mean,
you know where I stand.
it's not your fault that I think Harry is absolutely the worst character in like the entire series.
He is so sassy and hilarious. How could you
Oh
not
my
love him?
god,
And
yeah.
he's
Let's
so
talk about
angsty.
like a boy and let's call him sassy and make him cool. What the shit?
No.
This isn't fucking High School Musical.
No, because you know the iconic moment where
He's sassy.
where Professor Umbridge is like, Harry, tell them I mean no harm, and he's like, I'm sorry, Professor, I must not tell lies.
Backsassed.
Boom. Roasted. Right?
Yeah. Roast.
Okay, awesome.
Or the part where he looks at the camera and he goes, "I'm a wizard, Harry."
I don't think he ever does that.
That's how I remember a lot of it.
I like the part where Dumbledore told him to use the Force. That's one of my favorite memes.
Oh, I saw. I was looking on like Pinterest, and like my default was showing me a nursery. I wasn't like looking up nurseries.
Oh no.
Oh,
Just by the way.
Jesus.
so Eddie Nemi moves
You heard
in
it.
a run.
You heard it here first. Yeah, get the
No.
fuck out of my.
And it said like
It's a
on
Cinemarijuana
the wall,
exclusive.
it was like my dad's a Jedi, and there was a lightsaber, and then underneath it said, but my mom's a wizard or something, and it had like a little wand.
So you're trying to say that Mother's useless?
No, I'm saying it was
I'm comparing it to a
Star
Jedi.
Wars and Harry Potter thing. It was cute.
Well, aren't the wizards just Jedi with smaller fucking sabers
Oh, I
that
could
shoot?
die now.
I
There's
think
like
they're probably less powerful than Jedi.
they're smaller in stature, but they shoot.
Can I ask the Harry Potter masters here a question?
Do
Of
you
course.
think Dumbledore would be Darth
What?
Vader?
Are you
Is
asking me that
what
question?
you were gonna ask?
No.
Absolutely not.
No,
I
absolutely
don't
not.
either, really.
No, Darth Vader
why
would
does
crush him.
He's Qui-Gon.
How come Harry goes to heaven with Jesus and Dumbledore?
Yeah.
No, but is that like heaven, or is that like
In,
wizard heaven?
in the book, I think it ends up that was like a hallucination, but
Okay.
but Dumbledore's like, I like am here or so, or like,
Like-
you didn't or you did create. I don't know.
Was his
It ends up
midichlorian
being a
count high?
hallucination though, right?
He's in like a limbo.
Yeah.
But
Is-
Dumbledore's like actually like projecting himself there. Or no.
Because
Harry
Harry's like
created him
dead,
and made
but
him
he's
say what he needed
he's
to
in
hear.
between, life and death kind of thing, where he could go either way. That's why they're kind of at a train station. It's more of a symbolistic thing than anything.
Spirit realm.
That's a good way to describe it. They're
They're
kind of
kinda-
at a train station.
When he's talking to Harry, it's essentially like you can make your choice to just like give up now, or so he tells him, like this is your show or whatever he says specifically. It's like you could either just die.
Oh, he
and
didn't say this is Snape's show.
Oh.
He's like, Harry, you can leave now. Snape's got
Harry-
this on lock.
Harry,
Right?
Harry was too busy being sassy, with Dolores.
That makes him lovable. I'm
Monster
just saying,
kill.
like, what is there
Can
not
you just
to love
unplug
about
her
Harry?
mic when she says shit like that? We're going back to the chopping block.
Okay, all right, let's move on here. Let's talk about Kenzie. Did you want to articulate? Is there any particular criticism you'd like to level upon us for our last
Sorry,
podcast?
I'm waiting for her to articulate.
No.
Was there any major mistakes? Anything we got wrong?
I guess just that I wasn't on it, really.
Oh, okay.
I told Ed to wake you for it, by the way.
I heard that, and I was like, oh, you should have come and woken me up. Exactly
Ta-da.
like that.
I
Put a
didn't-
mic in my face and everything.
Oh, that would have been. Yeah. I
You
guess
probably
I
would have
should've-
scared me, though.
Yeah.
So,
That would have been embarrassing for you, which would have been very
But also
funny.
funny.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
that would have been really great.
You guys should have done that.
Next one.
Well, okay. In that case, is there anything that you wanted us to talk about in particular that we didn't?
Well, I
When
think,
we did
did you
ours.
guys talk about our party?
Well, no. I mean, I
Something that the listeners might care
Okay,
about.
here, I'll
I
tell the
guess, I
listeners
guess.
about our party.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, I think Condi actually deserves a very big thank you because he brought
Oh,
hot
yes.
dogs and hamburgers and
He brought
gave
the
us.
beef.
He sustained our lives throughout this
Yeah,
marathon.
no, really,
Yes.
that's true. That's true. Because also all of that,
Yeah, I played
all-
bitch the entire time.
all of that, all that meat was good protein, which was the kind of energy we need.
Yeah.
It was protein.
We were
It
not
was
eating chips
protein.
and candy all day like we kind of originally thought would be happening.
Yes.
yeah, and you guys didn't even buy enough for that.
Yeah, well. So there's that. Even though you called me high maintenance when I asked for cheese and a toasted bun.
Ooh.
He doesn't
Okay,
toast his buns when he makes
Does
hamburgers.
anybody not agree that Kenzie's not high maintenance?
Well, not for asking for cheese.
Dude,
I might be high maintenance.
can you imagine like the email requests we're gonna get for the next to be on the guest list of the next Cinemarijuana Theatre extravaganza?
Now that they know there's toasted buns.
Yeah.
Well, and what a big deal it is. What like the kind of parties that goes
and in
down.
fairness to Kenzie and my high maintenance comment, I will say I called her high maintenance because I'm working off the tiniest fucking George Foreman grill in this place.
I'm working here.
So
Tiniest in the, hold on, I like
In
that
the
you
world,
say
I
the
think.
tiniest in this place, as if there's a bunch of Foreman girls that
Yeah.
were bigger, but you opted for the smallest one.
Like, I'm feeling like a challenge.
Yeah,
today.
you brought it on yourself, really.
I wish
Watch
that was
this,
a real story.
motherfuckers.
no, because they hid the other Foreman grills on me.
It was a way to
Prank.
stave off falling asleep. He's
Right.
like, you know what? I want to cook these motherfuckers as slow as I can. One at a time.
One at a time.
The fucking airplane size Foreman grill.
Well, dude, it would have been over so fast.
We got to
Pocket
get
Foreman.
we got to get like a side by side one at least or something. You know, come on.
I'll
Yeah.
bring mine next time we do double up.
Oh
Well,
man, yeah.
I'd like to say, I feel like that at this point I need to go on record and plead our case and at least acknowledge to our listener that at one point before it became the Cinemarijuana Theatre, our home was affectionately referred to as the Rat's Nest.
What's changed
I don't
about
know if
that?
clues you in. Well, nothing's really changed other than the name. So
The balcony, balcony bungalow is still in effect.
if that hopefully clues people into the parsimonious nature of our
So if anybody-
our fiduciary affluence.
Oh boy.
And if anybody
Or lack
out there
thereof.
knows George Foreman, let him know we need a bigger grill.
Yes, if the we should have our Underberg rep called the Foreman rep because
Oh
now
man.
we're
Now
fire up
taking
the Foreman grill.
sponsors.
actually.
Oh, I wonder if we can like season some hamburger meat with some Underberg.
Steam
Oh,
hams.
God.
Dude, it's got herbs.
Under hams.
Under hams.
Under herbs.
Hamderbergs.
Underburgers.
Underburgers. Yeah, that's right.
There it is.
Is there anything? I'm sorry. You actually got sidetracked. You were talking about the party, and we got sidetracked talking about your buns.
That happens a lot. More than you'd expect.
So continue,
So toasted.
because you just thanked Condi for the beef.
Yes, thank you for your meat.
I bring it daily.
Now,
Nice
if you want to continue, because so far our listener, all he knows is that,
Yeah.
is that
There's
there
lots
was,
of
there was
meats
beef.
and your
Yeah.
buns.
Well, I think the party was fun. I think everyone at
Well, you
even
made
if you-
decorations.
even if you hate Harry Potter, you should throw a Harry Potter themed party.
You made decorations.
Yeah,
right?
we had a brick wall for platform 9 3/4, and Moaning Myrtle was here living in the bathroom.
Yep. And there was
And-
owls.
Owl balloons, they were super adorable. And then over the next 2 weeks, they shrunk, and so they were these little baby owls, and they were the cutest.
yeah.
They were like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Age
a gift
backwards.
that she kept on giving to herself without even trying.
Yeah.
It was something else.
Yeah, so the party was fun. I just think it's important. Like it didn't even feel all that long to me, starting at 8 a.m. and then I ducked out at like 1 a.m. But
Those
then,
last three movies just really felt like
yeah,
Yeah, it was a haul, man.
That was
Yeah.
rough.
It was a punch in the gooch at
Yeah.
that last bit.
Well, I think we acknowledged pretty much on on our previous podcast that is not the ideal way to watch these films. I mean, if you're
Three a weekend
if you're a
mentality.
if you're a hardcore fan and
It
you've
was
seen them
fun.
all a million times and you can really handle that kind of like intense
I loved it.
marathon style viewing, then go ahead. But
Yeah, if you're an intense fan and you don't want to be anymore, that would be a great way to watch it.
yeah, I'm just saying, I felt like we didn't. It was
Well, yeah, and for our fan out there, if he or she ever wants to like do this on their own, like just make sure you've seen them all before, because 90% of the Cinemarijuana Theater here had not seen them, so they were a bunch of bitches about having some alcohol. The real bitches.
Yeah, I was
fucking killjoys.
I was dry. I stayed dry. It was nothing but K cups for this old dog.
Yeah, shout
I
out to
was like,
Keurig for also sustaining us.
Yeah, big thanks to
Raul
Keurig.
provided
Yeah.
the Keurig.
Yeah, big thing's a spooner on that one. Yeah.
Actually,
God.
how
Yeah, that
is
was
that?
dope.
You should bring that over.
Yeah, I'll bring it every
just-
Saturday.
You know what?
Get
Can
over
we
here.
use your
You know what?
Keurig?
You should just leave it here, actually.
You know what? Yeah, I know. We were like, she was like, he should have let us babysit it while he was gone for work.
Yeah, we should have looked after it.
Considering
in
he works at
Arizona.
home.
Well, the logo
No, he just
for
went to
this, the
Arizona.
picture for this, we should just put a bunch of the corporate logos. all the products we've
But put him on Harry's robe.
there we go. Keurig
He's
and
a sponsored
Underberg
wizard.
and-
What are we, the
Just
NBA
patches,
now?
bunch of
Yeah.
patches.
Well, dude,
NASCAR.
this has been
Well, yeah,
We
they
just
approved
don't
that
get
for
paid for
NBA
it.
too.
this has been like our QVC episode.
Really?
Quidditch teams are gonna have that.
And how about this delicious 7-Eleven coffee? I've been drinking, by the way,
That's a goddamn lie. There's nothing
yeah,
delicious
that's-
about that coffee.
well, and-
I have it like 3 times a week.
I
Trust
know.
me.
Well, actually,
I love it.
it's not
Yeah,
my
let's hit
preferred
for-
Big
coffee.
energy blend.
Let's hear it for Mono Price too.
But,
I like these headphones I got.
Yeah, no, mine are mono price as well. People,
Yeah, dude,
Beats.
great prices,
You and you people in the
fucking-
motherfucking
Beats are
Beats. Are you
trash.
Yeah,
kidding?
you're
They're
an idiot.
garbage, dude.
Unless you want to sponsor us, then they're fantastic.
Dude, no way,
wear my
no
Beats
way.
3
Fuck
times a
that
week.
mono
Yeah, well,
price,
Beats are
baby. We want
No,
the
I
sponsorship
don't-
for
Where did
mono.
your
We,
balls
we'll
come
take,
from?
Edit
like-
out whichever
Who
one we
else
don't
can
do.
we
This
have?
That's an
Yeah.
antique.
We'll take like Skull Candy or whoever makes those like
Oh, I
Mega
love
Man
Skull
headphones.
Candy. They're pretty.
This has been great and organized, by the way.
Can I post podcasts on an Amazon wish list? Like just for like a wish list, just people like listen to it,
Yeah,
and then
can you
like,
listen
oh,
to
this
our
is what we
podcast?
want.
We want
Yeah,
to be
you
a
totally
sponsor.
can.
Send us these gifts. All right. Well, if you'd like to send us these gifts,
or if
filmsday.com.
you'd like to write a fan fiction.
You could, yes, involving Mackenzie and Hagrid or whoever in the Potterverse.
Hopefully,
You like-
our listener is one of those people.
If you'd like to
who-
send us anything, we'll be surprised.
yeah. Because I would be surprised if he wasn't bringing it to me on campus, or I see him like twice a week, anyways.
There you go.
All right, so yeah, filmstain.com, follow us on Twitter, filmstain @filmstain, filmstain on Instagram, and the like.
And can I just say how great Draco's character development was throughout this whole series?
Yes.
No, like the worst social media person we have.
That reminds me,
He's
Film
so
Stain
great.
on Grinder now, too.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's hot.
okay.
Nice.
Bonus.
All right.
Bonus.
Well, yeah. So
I'd penis swipe
for
that.
the Cinemarijuana
There's
Theatre.
a gay man 2 feet away from you. Get it?
Oh, God.
I'm
How,
calling
did
him
you end this
gay.
yet?
Oh, Condi.
Doing it right now.
Oh,
That's what
Condi.
Grindr does. It tells you how many feet away someone is.
Do you still like turtles?
All right. For the Cinemarijuana Theatre, I'm Ed,
Kenzie.
Condi.
I'm Raul.
Chris.
and keep watching Harry Potter.
Watch the skies.
Yeah.
Why the fuck have I been saying that?
What are you saying?
I know. I keep watching the skies. Why the fuck do I want to say that?
wrong
Like,
with
who
you?
gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
a wizard.
Watch
Ed.
the movies.
For like
gives a fuck?
owls.
For
Watch the sky for owls to bring you your little Hogwarts acceptance letter.
or for
That's
high
wrong.
school girls on brooms.
Yeah.
Nice.
Eh?
That's dumb.